Welcome back to St. Michael's. So we're so excited to reopen. I know we've all had such a longing to be able to come back to Mass and receive our Lord in Holy Communion. Immediately this weekend, as we reopen the weekend of May 16th and 17th, you're going to notice some changes. So first of all, as you come back to church, you'll notice all the doors are propped open so that you don't have to touch any door handles as you enter church. When you get into the church, you're going to notice certain pews are blocked off. So we're only seating people every third pew to allow for social distancing. You'll notice there are no hymnals in the pews. We are to refrain from congregational singing to limit droplet dispersion. Also, parishioners should be wearing a mask to church. We're doing our best to minimize risks for the safety of our parishioners. I want to thank especially our parish administrator, Rob Lish, our director of liturgy, Kevin Vogt, and our staff for working so hard to ensure your safety. We're also blessed to have so many volunteers from our parish who are going to be hospitality ministers at our Sunday liturgies. Please know that everyone is still dispensed from the obligation to attend Sunday Mass. So please, if you are sick, do not come to church. It's actually an act of charity to stay home. If you've been exposed to someone with COVID-19, please, again, stay home. And certainly if you're in a vulnerable age range or if your immunity is suppressed in any way, we strongly encourage you to err on the side of caution and remain home. For those who are remaining home, we're going to continue to supply the Sunday supplication as well, as we're going to live stream the Sunday 9 a.m. Mass. So we should err on caution. No one is obligated to come to Mass during this time. Now, the Archdiocese has established a pandemic task force who's issued guidelines for all of our parishes. So we're following the guidelines issued to us from the Archdiocese and also the guidelines of the state. Many of you may have seen the phased reopening of the state. Now, if you've read that phased reopening, you've seen that gatherings of 10 people are allowed from May 4th to May 18th, and then 30 people from May 18th to June 1st, and then 90 people from June 1st to June 15th, and then it opens up after June 15th. Well, here we are, the weekend of May 16th and 17th. You may notice that there are more than 10 people in the church. We are in compliance with state guidelines. So this applies to restaurants, churches, all building spaces, that we are allowed to gather, for instance, in a restaurant of a family up to 10 people at a table, and then as long as there's social distancing, another table of up to 10 people, a family of up to 10 people could gather. So the same for our church. You'll notice the pews are blocked off and we're seating people every third pew. So in the first pew, a family of up to 10 could gather and then keep socially distanced from another family. If you're a single person or a couple coming to Mass, you are able to sit in the same pew as another single person as long as there are 6 feet distance between you to allow for social distancing. You'll also note that we are expanding our Mass schedule to spread the crowds out. So we're adding a 2 p.m. Mass on Saturday and a noon Mass on Sunday. We're going to keep our normal confession schedule on Saturday and Sunday from 3:30 to 4:50. We will be offering confessions outside. Our adoration chapel will remain closed at this time. Congregants are welcome to bring hand sanitizer or disinfectants. You're welcome to sanitize your area of the pew before and after Mass, and be assured for your safety that we will also be sanitizing the pews before and after Masses. In fact, the Archbishop is asking us to limit Sunday Masses to 45 minutes so that we have time between Masses to adequately sanitize the church. Collection baskets will not be passed at Sunday Mass. Rather, we encourage you to give online, or we will have a collection basket in the narthex, and you can just drop your envelope before or church or when you leave church. Now, for Holy Communion, we're going to have 3 people distributing Holy Communion, one in the center body of the church and one priest or deacon on the transept. We ask that you come in a single file line to Holy Communion, so the usher will dismiss one pew at a time. When you come forward for Holy Communion, please keep social distance, and you will have to remove your mask to receive Holy Communion. So the simplest way to do this is simply lower your mask below your mouth, receive Holy Communion, and then replace your mask. Or you can simply remove your mask prior to coming up for Holy Communion. You'll also notice that the priests are asked to wear a mask when distributing Holy Communion. Now, when you exit church today, we invite you to use all the exits so that congregants don't gather. So you can exit, of course, out of the main church doors in the narthex. You can also exit out the side doors next to the confessionals. And probably the most important guideline, we all have to be patient. So thank you for your patience through all of this, and welcome back.